Yo, what up guys, OP Daniel here. Today we're gonna do a tier list video, so I'm gonna show you what I think are the best decks of the current format. And I will make one for OP02 way later when I set this out. And I will definitely explain what deck now is good in OP02, so you can know what to build now for the next format or for this format, so you're all ready for it. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike it, give it a dislike. Comment down below on what you want to see next, or if you are not agreeing with my tier list. And yeah, next your deck list is gonna be OP02 format. So yeah, let's jump in the video. Okay, so here's our tier maker. I'm just using a one-piece tier maker on tiermaker.com. Good website, not sponsored. But yeah, let's start with the first card. Well, of course, we have Zoro. And it's funny how their head is just cut off. But yeah, Zoro is definitely S tier. Do I want to say S tier? Yeah, okay. We're just gonna do Zoro S tier. Yeah. Okay, so Zoro is S tier. Why? Well, because it's leader effect, Don -1. Your turn, all your character gains 1000 attack. Really good card. This deck is gonna be explosive in OP02, so if you wanna pick a deck right now and build it and be viable for OP02 format, definitely go to Zoro. Because with the addition from Sunny-kun from the Uta promotion deck that you get for entering December locals, which is already passed, so you would have to buy pretty high prices now if you want to get those cards. But with Sunny, with Dadan, and with the Bandit package in OP02, Zoro will definitely see a lot of tops in OP02 format. For now, it's still very good with your promo Uta deck. You can play Sunny Kun, but not really recommended unless you want to give him 1 Don. So he becomes 5 with his leader effect. But yeah, with the Law and with the Luffy from the promotion pack Tournament Volume 1, this deck is becoming way better right now. And we still have starter deck 5 coming. Yeah, well, this is a red leader, so it doesn't really provide from starter deck 5. But yeah, Zoro, really good deck OP01, and it will be better in OP02. So definitely get this leader if you want to play that. Next one is Blue Purple Crocodile. I am gonna put Blue Purple Crocodile in the B tier because it's not a all too good deck. Sure, it is some fun, it can do some funny stuff, but the leader effect is kinda lacking in my opinion. Once again, my opinion, guys, don't destroy me in the comments or in the dislike ratio, because I know because this won a unofficial event, everyone is hyped about this card, but yeah, it's not good. Just trust me on it. It's not a good card. Maybe with Bullet from OP02 and Uta and some other cards, it might be... Oh, wait, never mind. Let me put it at C. Okay, this deck is not good, but with OP02, with starter deck 5, so from the Shanks deck, the film deck with Bullet and Uta and some other cards, it might become B. But for now, I'm going to put it at C. Next leader is Kaido, blue-purple. It's a okay deck. Yeah, it's almost the same as the Crocodile. It can play purple, it can play blue. Its effect on KO, you can add a active taunt if I'm correct. I'm not sure, I've totally forgot this effect, but I think it is. And if not, then whatever. But yeah, it's a C tier. Yeah, it can play purple cards. Purple cards are really good, but 4 lives is way too risky for these types of deck. Next one is Law. I'm gonna put Law at A tier because it's a 4 health leader. It's dual color. It is definitely better than these, so I'm gonna put it way higher than those two, of course. For now, it's a pretty okay-ish deck. It's definitely meta, and its entire strategy is to flood the board with low costs and then switch him out using his leader ability for high costs, especially with the Luffy, Rush, and some other cards. So you can just do some damage. And pure board control. In OP02, this deck will be way better, so you can definitely play this deck now. Max Pimp it, go into OP02, and Max Pimp it again, and still continue playing it. Next, we have a red-green Luffy. I'm pretty biased to this deck, but I'm not gonna put it any higher than B tier. Good card. It's just rest 4. You can set one of your supernovas or Straw Hat characters with 5 or less as active again, and it gains 1000 power. So basically, it's like the Eustace Kit leader, but then for your characters. So if they battle, use its effect, rest 4 dons, it stands, it restands, and it gets 1000 power. So basically, with Rush Luffy, if you attach 2 dons to it, use the remaining 4 dons, or even more if you want to attach to Luffy, then use this effect. You can just hit 2 times 2 life, and they cannot block both hits. So that combo is really good. You can use it with the Banish promo pack 2022 kit, the 3 cost with Banish. So you can just hit for 4 lives, banish them both. This deck will definitely be better in OP02. I'm gonna put it in A tier in OP02, but we will talk about it later in the future. Next card is Mono Red Luffy. This deck is really good. It was seen as a bad deck, but really this deck is amazing. I have no idea why people are not more playing Luffy. Luffy is really good. On your main phase or your turn once per turn, you can give a rested Don to your leader or character, so you can just recycle your rested Dons. Same with the Nami from the start deck and with the Brook. Yeah, this deck really missed a lot of high cost characters in the deck limited battle and in the pre-release, because the highest character was level 6, the Rush Luffy. Not level 6, but cost 6. And now with Shanks from the OP01 box and with the Vanillas from the Uta deck, it's becoming way better, because this deck really needed some high beaters. Shanks is not really played anymore now in Red Luffy. They have found some better uses just to boost their own characters pretty high. But still, with Yasop, Ben, Beckman, Shanks, or the normal Luffy and the 2k counter Luffy, this deck is really just got a massive power boost in my opinion. In OP02 it will be also better, because you can play Whitebeard to make the leader gain more attack. Also with Zoro, of course. Basically all red decks will become pretty decent in OP02. Zoro will be the best. Red-Green Luffy will be way better. Red-Green Law will be better, and Luffy will be better. But yeah, really good deck. Not being able to block attacks is insane. And its leader effect is you can just put so much pressure and KO them really quickly. Next card, of course, is Captain Eustace Kid. Yeah, best leader in the entire game, in my opinion. For 3 dons and a discard, you can just restand it, so you can hit twice with your leader. Really insane late game. You can just put 7 dons on him, making him 12k. Hit, use the remaining 3 dons, rest, and then just hit again for 12. You also have to trash a card, of course. But yeah, a really good card, puts a lot of pressure end game, and just all the cards in this deck are really good with the Law. It's a blocker. You can play card down, get 1 up, play it again, a 3 cost or lower, so you can just recycle Bonis or Nekamamushi, etc, etc. Also, the 8 cost kit is a card to be feared, and the 7 cost blocker from the starter deck is really also good, and Basil Hawkins and Yamato. Basically, green is like the perfect deck right now. Next we have Mono Crocodile. I'm sorry to you Crocodile fans, but Mono Crocodile is really terrible. It might be better in OP02 because we have some more support there. Not really the best support there is. I just think this deck has really fallen off, and people would rather play other blue decks. So it's going to be at D, at the lowest. Next card is Kaido. Well, Kaido definitely deserves number 1. Best leader, best deck, best cards, best stage, best events. I am a massive Kaido fan for no reason, because Kaido is just really the best deck in the entire OP1 format. 10 drop Kaido, clear the entire board. His effect, Don -7, trash your opponent's top life, so it goes straight to the trash and they cannot activate it. So if you play it correctly, you can just use it. You can attack, use its effect, get them to their last life, and just hit for game. And blockers and high cost characters and destruction and Don Minus and Onigashima, all good cards. In OP02, the deck might fall off a little bit, but I have seen some pretty good Japanese decks with some of the Impel Down engine in the deck, and they've topped recently. So this deck won't really go anywhere. I think it will go to the A tier in OP02, but we will discuss that later. Next, we have Odin. Yeah, I don't know about Odin. If you can play him good, you can play him good. If you play him bad, you can play him bad. So I'm gonna put it at C. Sure, it has a pretty neat effect. I forgot its effect, but trash a length of 1-0 or something, and you can put 2 active dons up. So you can cheese out a lot of high cost characters at the start of the turn. Or, I mean, you can flood the board with high-cost characters at the start of the turn. Because if you play a 3-cost, you can discard and then play a 2-cost because you have 2 active Dons, so you can just attack. Yeah, but Odin, yeah, it fell. I don't know. I mean, Odin is pretty okay for now. OP02, you won't see this card ever. So I'm gonna put it to D. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put it to D. Next card is Doflamingo. Doflamingo is one of my favorite decks. I have played with Doflamingo. I have become second places in a lot of locals. I keep losing to Kit for some reason. I only lose to Kit when I don't see my Mihawk. But yeah, good cards. We have a lot of good characters that he can spam the boards with this effect. We are really waiting for the Jinbei card. I don't know. With the Jinbei from the event pack 1, the deck might become A tier. Do I dare say A tier? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put Doflamingo way higher. Now, Doffy is a really good deck. It can spam bodies on the field, a lot of blockers. You can survive pretty long till late game. You have some high cost characters like Doflamingo from the starter deck if you play it, or Mihawk, 9 costs, 9k, and just on play return a cost of 7 to the owner's bottom of the deck. Really cool leader effect, amazing alt art. I will never play this deck without alt art. In OP02, I'm not really sure how this deck will perform. I haven't really seen a lot of it because Ivankov is everywhere, but still, that's for later. I don't know. Do I wanna risk? Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna put Doflamingo at A tier. It's a bias. I'm sorry, guys, but still pretty good leader. Next card is a king. Yeah, what should I say? It's the worst leader of the entire bunch, so basically it should go all the way here, but I cannot do that. Put it all the way at the end, like here, but yeah, cannot do that. Yeah, sure, you might cheese a game with it, but you will not win anything big with it, because Dom 10, your turn, all your opponent's characters lose 1000, so not really good. Yeah, we have Uta right now, because the Uta deck is available. Uta is a pretty fun character, and do I want to put it at C tier? Nah, let's put it at D tier. Yeah, it's just a vanilla-based deck, and vanillas are becoming pretty good in this format right now, but not a pure vanilla-based deck, so I'm just gonna put it right there. So yeah, this is my tier list. I still have one character, but we don't will receive this card until February 3rd, if I'm correct, because it got pushed back. So I'm not really gonna talk all too much about Shanks. I have no experience with him. But yeah, if you want to be safe for the current metagame, you should definitely play those 6 leaders here. Or if you want to play these, you can do it pretty sure, and you can, for now at least, win some games, but winning a local or tournament is going to be very hard with the characters below B. Yeah, like I said, Kaido will be pretty good in OP02. It's not everywhere seen, but it can still do some stuff. OP02 Zoro is going to be everywhere. OP02 Kid is going to be everywhere. So playing these two right now and going ham on the cards, alt arts, or leader alt art, or whatever. Max pimp it. Sure, do it. You will not regret it, because this will definitely hold still really good value in OP02. You can also definitely pimp Law and Luffy for OP02. They definitely will get way better in OP02. Especially Law. Doffy, not sure, the only card we switch out with OP02 is basically the Gecko Moria. That's the only card, and Jinbei upcoming before the Treasure Cup. This card, the Red Green Luffy, will definitely prefer all the green film decks from the Straw Hats. It will definitely be way better. Mono Crocodile, yeah, it will, I mean, Blue Purple Crocodile will only profit from the Bullet and some cards. Same for Kaido. You can also play the KO deck, then it's pretty good. Mono Crocodile fell off, Odin fell off, King will fall off, Uta will fall off, and Shanks might see a resurgence. I've seen a lot of Japanese people playing Shanks in OP02 format, but I've not really seen anything about it. So basically, this, all these will fall off in OP02. So if you want to be OP02 ready, just invest one of these decks. My question mark is with Shanks, but definitely invest in these decks. So yeah, that was my tier list from the OP01 slash kinda OP02 format. Let me know if you think this was a good explanation. Probably not. This is my first time doing a tier list, so don't slay me in the comments. Or, well, you can slay me so I know what to do better next time. But yeah, give me tips down below on how to do tier lists better next time, or if you agree with me or not. And yeah, this is my first tier list ever again. Once again, I'm totally new to YouTube. I have no idea how to edit this or do this, but I hope I've done a great enough job. But yeah, guys, see you guys later. Till the next video. Peace.